Feel me? Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Loud, why gonna fire it up? Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wine and you might pull that. Yeah. Keep it live on the block, yo. I love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the beliefs, finest. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, dance all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo. Representing the best of the best.
We set your mind and he's coming, tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee, subscribe, buy my beats,
Taking them higher,
join our Patreon.
live on it,
Yeah,
taking them higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Now I'm gonna fire it up. Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wine and you might pull that. Yeah,
Live wire,
keep it live on the block, yo.
live on the air.
Yeah,
Yeah, live wire, take it higher.
yeah.
Live
I
wire,
love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the beliefs, finest. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, dance all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo.
live around the world.
Representing the best of the best.
We set your mind and he's coming, tune in now to the
Live Wire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro
Buy my
beats.
beats.
Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
live on it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I want to say, what up, guys? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Now, remember, guys, if you want to support me, be sure to hit me up and support my PayPal here. Show some love, guys, and donate to my PayPal. You can buy me a coffee if you want to. And if you guys want exclusive videos here on professional mix and mastering, you can join my Patreon and become the apprentice here, which you learn top line skills. And you're going to learn how to get that professional sound only on my Patreon here. Join in, man. $10 a month. You get free copies of some of my top of the line soca beats and dancehall beats. Also to check out my store here, which you get the latest in dancehall, reggae, trap, Afro beats, soca. If you guys want to learn how to mix like the pros, drop that Spotify ready. Pro Soca in the box. $30, 3-part series curriculum, and you're gonna get the files as well. But today we got a special show for you guys today. And I want to shout out to the people on the live here. Let me see, Larry El Salvador. Juan, what a Juan. Bless up, man. So, we're going to talk about layering soca synths here, and I'm gonna teach you guys how we break it down, man, to get some real professional soca tunes, man. So let's get right into it, man. So I'm gonna wheel and come again.
Things are coming in my life, so make that connection. Things are coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. You call me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this way.
So welcome to Live Wire Show, man.
Not a type of being Cain, you better handle this wine.
Shout out to El Salvador, man. A lot of love. Big up on yourself.
Things are coming in my life, so make that connection. Things are coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. You call me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this wine. Move out the part time, not a type of being Cain. You better handle this wine.
Yeah, so I want to welcome you back, guys, back to the Live Wire show here. And we're talking about layering soca synths here. And it's very important, guys, that you learn how to get these sounds together. These are the kind of sounds that Desha, Marshall Montana, Patrice Roberts, Nyla Blackman, all of these big soca artists, these are the kind of epic sounds that these artists use. So you might say, Ray, well, how to do it? Let's get into it, man. So I'm gonna go down into my tracks here. Let me see what Brother Ray has, and I'm gonna go down here and break up these sounds here. So I've got the first one here. So this is like your basic root sound. Let me go ahead and unmute the reverb tracks. Studio One for some reason likes to mute the effect if you don't do them manually here. And by the way, guys, Dolby Atmos is now available within Studio One Professional here. So now you can take that 3D immersive sound with a built-in renderer with Studio One 6.5. It's a game changer, man. I did a video in the past in the window how to get that 3D sound, but now it's built into Studio One 6.5. So you want to check it out if you want to take it on next level. I did a soca on immersive audio, so you can check it out. So let's get into this sound here. Now, so that's what I'm using there. I'm using a pluck sound with a little bit of reverb to create that atmosphere here. Now, if I turn off the reverb here, check this out. Doesn't sound as interested here, but let's play again. Now, you want to make sure, like as I always say, motivation. What motivates you as a producer, as an artist, to want to get these kind of sounds? You might hear some of these stuff on YouTube. You might say, okay, Ray, how do we get this kind of vibe to go there? So start off with a nice pluck here, and I'm gonna move on to the second sound here. I mean, on solo that. Now I have a similar sound playing here. And the important thing is when you're layering sounds, don't use the same preset, guys. Try a similar pluck with a different tone, but got that vibe. That's gonna help get the sounds to sound bigger. And I'm playing with a slightly different inversions here, so I'm gonna combine that with the other one here. This is the first one here. This is the second one. So I'm getting that I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting that motivation there. That man, this is a good track. We're starting somewhere here. And I'm gonna bring in the kick drum here. Wanna go for that Marshall Montano kind of vibe. Now it's already sounding like a finished track. So let me mute the drums a little bit here. So follow closely, boys and girls. We put a pluck on the first track, and then we loaded up a second pluck synth. We're playing it. It's a different preset, similar vibe. We're playing with a slight inversion, so it doesn't sound exactly the same. Because if you duplicate the same sounds, that's not really layering. You're just making the thing louder, but it's like a louder, thin sound. So we're using two different sounds here. Now, I want this to be an epic kind of soca vibe to match the singer here. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go down to the other sound I have here. Let's forward down all the way. Let's see what we got here. So this one here. Now listen to this third sound here. I'm gonna mute these two here. I'm gonna play this one. I like the lead vibe on this thing here. Like it's giving you like a you know, like a vision to like, okay, I can maybe write some melodies to this thing here. That's what soca is about, man, the melodies. So so that's playing a similar vibe, but I'm playing the lead kind of thing with this, and I'm gonna bring in the other two here. Let me move it up so all of them are, you know, right there. I'm gonna move. Okay, let's move that. So let's play that. Here we go. This is all three synths. It's already sounding epic, man. It's already got those vibe pumping, man. Get your blood pumping. So we're on the third track. We're on the third synth here. So now we didn't add too much to the drums. We just add a like layer. I'm gonna share some drum moves as well. But I'm already creating inspiration, a vibe with this kind of sound. With just three synths. This is three plucks. And it's sounding great. So let's bring in the instruments here. I'm going to bring in the toms here. Bring that 808 in. There. Now the drum sounds great where it is, but you know, we need to build it up to give it that vibe. Remember I told you about previous videos on percussion. You got to make sure the percussion is in line, so you get that carnival soca vibe here. I'm bringing the other drums here. That's where the meat starts up. You hear that extra drum roll in. Let's see how it sounds with the vocals here.
Not a time for being kind. You better handle this wine. Oh, things are coming in my life, so make that connection. Oh, things are coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you. My love is true. Tell me if you can handle it. Treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this way.
Now, I'm pretty happy with where that's going, but I feel like it needs a little more meat. So I'm gonna unleash one more sound. Actually, I'm gonna reveal this sound since it's a stock sound with Studio One. Now, if you guys want to see what kind of synthesizer I'm using on these kind of tracks here, you can join my Patreon. Pay $10 a month, and you get advanced videos not easily found on YouTube. You get a copy of my beats from the stores free from time to time because you're a faithful follower. So be sure to hook up on my Patreon, guys. But let's reveal this stock sound that I'm using here. This is the fourth sound because I need a drive here. I need something to wake up the beat a little bit. The vocal sounds are awesome, but we need a little bit more push. Get a little bit of epic soca. So I'm gonna reveal that. Here we go. Drum roll. We're gonna reveal, and it's the Mai Tai, and I'm using the poly category. It's called Long Line. Let's play that. See how that sounds by itself. I'm gonna mute everything else. Here we go. This is what it's playing. Almost sounds like an accordion. What I like about this sounds is it's not too aggressive, it's not too loud, but it's also giving me a nice energy vibe. And it's gonna push the vocal. So let's bring in the track. I'm gonna break down some of the drum layering here on this live stream. So here we go, full track now, all four synths. Here we go.
Yes, girls! Oh, things are coming in my life, so make that connection. Oh, things are coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it. Treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this wine.
Let me know if you can hear the difference on that Mai Tai when she hits the vocal, the chorus line. You hear that synth comes in. So I'm gonna play it again. Here we go.
So make that connection. Oh, things are coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it. Treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this wine. Move out the part time.
I don't know if you guys heard the difference here, but you know, it's not being aggressive, but it's taking over. So let's play the synths by itself. I'm gonna show how each layer kicks in, and the levels, guys. We want to make sure these levels are set as well, because if I play all four together, here we go. I'm gonna play one by one. I'm gonna combine it. Let's play the first one. Here we go. That's the first synth. Second. Third synth. And now I'm gonna drop the fourth synth. It's like the song can survive without the beat. So the first one, now I'm going to talk about the levels here now. Here we go. I'm going to play the first one here. So we want to make sure each level, there's no set rule in mixing, guys. But you want to make sure each level adjusts, depending on how many synths you're using, 5, 6, I'm using 4. Each synth is relatively at the same level as the previous one, so it can sound like one big synthesizer. There are some of these synths VST that has multiple synths or multiple oscillators that make up these sounds, but picturing you doing that, but so you're adjusting each fader like an oscillator to create one big sound. You don't want one synth to be louder than the next. You just want one combined sound because you're laying the foundation. So keep that in mind. So that's this first one here. Second one, if I go low, too loud, just right. Third one. Now the third synth, if you listen to it here, it's a little bit louder than the second one, but not louder than the first, because I want this one to stick out when she hits the chorus, so it pushes her energy. Remember, I told you guys you want to ride certain instruments beside the singer. Let's go to the fourth one here. Here we go. So synth 3 and 4 is relatively at the same level, sharing that space because I wanted to sound rich for the chorus line there. So that's how I came up with the rough balance to get a nice synth sound on that. So we're talking layering soca synths here. Now we're gonna go down to the drums here. That's a little bit of run through of what I did with the drums. So let's go down to. So this is what I'm doing. Very simple sound. I have the percussion sticks here. Kick. I have another sound here. This is the hi-hats. Now I could this is where you would be when you just start to build a soca beat. You have the kick drum, the percussion, and the hi-hats. And if I play the synths, all the synths with this and the vocal, let's see how that sounds. Here we go. Now, what you're feeling here is the I'm hearing the vocals coming through, but the rhythm is not moving. It sounds great right here, but it still sounds like it's in the starting stage. We want the rhythm to always be moving. So this is where I'm layering some more drums here, so you can start to understand and appreciate. Although we have 4 synths already there and sounding great, we want that rhythm section to sound big as well. So let's go back and bring in another sound here, soca snare.
Coming in my life, so make that connection. Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me.
So normally when you hear verse like, tell me if you can handle, that's where the meat comes in. You want to make sure that soca is ready to go. So I'm gonna bring in the thumbs. You can see why I need that rhythm to come strong. Let's go again. So
Since you're coming in my life, so make that connection. Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it.
now you might say, Ray, it's because you don't have the bass on. That's why it don't sound full. So let's turn on the bass. I'm gonna still show you that it still is gonna lack energy. It's sounding great, but we want that full sound. Let's bring in the bass here.
Oh, since you're coming in my life, so make that connection. Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine.
It still sounds like something needs to build up there, man. So this is where I'm gonna bring in the hats here, the open hats. I told you guys about that on a previous live. The open hat sound to give you a little more exciting sound. Let's play it back the track and bring in the open hats. So here we go.
Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you.
I'm gonna raise the volume so I can exaggerate here. Let you hear the open hats. That's the open hat sound. So that's leave us to one more sound, a second snare, because I felt like when she hit the main chorus line on Since You're Coming in My Life, there's a need for a second snare to hit that line so it goes up. Shout out to Taylor. What up, bro? Yo, thanks for tuning into the live, man. And so let's go down to that last snare there. So I'm gonna bring that back in now. So here we go. This is the last snare here. Here we go.
Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love.
You guys hear the difference with that second snare? Like, just complete. I'm gonna play it with and without the snare. Here we go. Let's bring it back in. Here we go.
So make that connection.
This is without the snare here.
Since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine. You got the
At this point, many producers would say, Ray, maybe I need to add more synthesizer sound. Maybe I need to add a second bass, horn section, lead. All that's needed is this one drum, man. So let's bring in the snare drum. Here we go. Here we go.
endless way to coming in my life. So make that connection.
This is the one she hit that chorus now and bring in the snare drum.
Oh wow, since you're coming in my life, everything changed. But I give my all to you, my love is true. Tell me if you can handle it, treat me right, don't damage it. Look on me wine, me never feel so fine. You got the endless way. Move out the bad time, not a time to be unkind.
Amazing, man. One snare makes the difference here to complete this track. And I'm gonna play that snare drum by itself so you can hear what it sounds like. Let's play that snare. Here we go. That's it, right? That's what I'm playing. If I take it off, doesn't sound as interesting. I'll turn it back on. So, layering, soca, synths, guys. So you can see the importance and the appreciation when it comes to the Caribbean music. Why it's important for you guys to know the culture, the vibe, the movement of these percussive sounds, the right tone, and how to layer these stuff is gonna get you a hit beat. And this is the kind of stuff you gotta invest in. So to recap here, guys, before we end the live, we talked about layering here. I have 4 instruments here. We have the first pluck, then we added another pluck. It's not the same. We use a different preset, played in a different inversion, and we use the third one, and then we use the fourth just to add more meat onto the chorus line to complete the beat. So the synth section has to be strong, and the rhythm section has to be strong. Both of them has to be layered, and that's the result of what you hear here, a nice professional beat. So but comment, guys, let me know what you want me to talk about in the next session here. Remember, you can buy me a coffee, you can donate to my PayPal or even to my Cash App. You can join my Patreon. If you guys want to learn how to mix professional soca music here, I have my 3-part curriculum series here, Mixing Pro Soca, $30. You get the rhythm stems and vocals, and that's Spotify ready lesson if you want to get the latest beats, including this one here, Soca Emotion. It's on my stores here. You just gotta click on it, man, and make that purchase, man. Link up with me on YouTube as well. So it's been fun, man, and I'm gonna say what up and good night, peeps, and I'm gonna catch you on another one, and peace out, man. So here we go.
Yes, girls! Oh, things are coming in my life. So make the connection. Oh, wow, things are coming in my life. Everything changed. But I give my all to you. My love is true. Tell me if you can handle it. Treat me right, don't damage it. You call me wine, me never feel so fine. You got to handle this wine. Move out the part time. Not the time for being kind. You better handle this wine. I love what you
Triple love on the block.
I love what I hear.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.